For those of you who don't know us, I'm Andrew. This is Igor. It's my main man, Igor.
My main man, Gore.
It's my main man. So good evening and welcome to the post-course from the last breakthrough. Currently, I can't see the entire list, so I'm going to just assume that there are guests on the line. And for those of you who are guests, people don't know what's actually going on. We run workshops, and the people that are online currently was from the last breakthrough, from the last workshop. So the way this is going to work, and the way we would like it to work, all of those who can hear me and who are listening, please assume that there are people in the group that don't know who you are. They've never met you. They probably don't even know you or like you. So start from the top. So what we're going to do in a moment, we're going to open the floor and we're going to randomly choose the first person. The first person who goes, I want us to all share, and I want you to tell us about your experience. And then when you come to the end of your sharing, it's going to be your opportunity to choose the next person after you.
After you get absolutely drilled with questions from everybody.
Yeah. And then, so just so that you're prepped, you will be the one who chooses the next person to go after you. So just keep a person in mind, and then obviously just keep track of who's been, so that you don't choose someone who's already been. And then when it's your turn, introduce yourself, tell us who you are, how you got here, how you actually were introduced to Breakthrough. And the most important parts to just share. First off, we do want to know how you're doing, how's it going, how life is working for you. And then from the flip side, tell us, what was life like before you did your breakthrough, if you can remember. What was life before you did breakthrough? What was breakthrough, the workshop itself, like? Hit enter. And once you've gotten past, just let us know what your experience was of the workshop. And then we'd like to know what life is like now. Can you notice a difference? Are there differences? Is there any stories you want to share with us? And we just want to know how you're doing. We want to know if it's actually being impactful. Is it stuff that you've been using? Is it stuff which is completely useless? We don't mind. Share your honest opinion. Please don't hold any punches. The only thing that we want to communicate to everyone is please remember there is confidentiality in the point of we do run processes and we do play games. So those processes and those games are super important to the process itself and the insights that you gain. So just keep those confidential, keep those things to the side, and talk about your experience. So we're going to take a quick dice roll around and if someone wants to go first, you can just go. And the way it's going to work is you can ask anyone any questions. Preferably there's the little hand sign towards the bottom somewhere. You could click on it and raise your hand. We will moderate the whole thing. If you want to type questions into the chat box, that's fine, and we'll make sure everyone gets seen. And if you kind of like me, where every now and again I can't find the raise hand button, just keep your video on and wave your hand, and let everyone know that you actually want some attention, and then we'll make sure that you get some attention. And if you want, ask the participants pretty much any question you want. Cool. Is any brave soul out there who would like to go first? Henry, yes.
So, yeah, guys, I'm Henry. I did the breakthrough just now a week ago. Can't believe it's already been a week. So I was introduced to breakthrough by Andre and Natalie. And oh boy, did I not want to do it in the beginning. It took them 6 months to get me to do this. But what a life-changing experience. Before breakthrough, I thought I had all my ducks in a row. I knew myself, but was I wrong. Afterwards, so I can definitely, with commitment, say the more positivity you put into the universe, the more positivity you will get in return. So I have had the week from heaven post breakthrough.
So you said, what does a week from heaven sound like? Or what does a week from heaven mean?
So in the podcast that I listened to last night with you and Andre, you mentioned that you smell things differently, you see things differently, you hear things differently, you experience things differently, and that's exactly what happened. It's just you experience life from a different perspective. So I can't believe I waited this long to do it.
Yeah, well, it's so it's one of those things when people and just to be clear, you didn't want to do this in the beginning anyway. You actually thought no. But, and if I could ask why, would you say that you thought this was a whole lot of rubbish, or that you've tried this stuff before and it didn't work for you? Were you just not interested?
No, so I thought, who knows Henry better than Henry? So what can you tell me about me that I don't already know? But you prove me wrong.
And as you say, listening to the podcast, there is no more interesting subject on the planet than you. The question is, the more you... This is one of the things for everyone. When you start on this process and the deeper you go, you'll actually discover you can never be bored again. Because not only are you the most interesting topic on the planet, and you're the most interesting, but you've got such a depth to you that you'll never run out of things to discover. You'll never run out of things to explore. You'll never run out of things to actually discover about yourself. There's so much more to all of us. And I totally get that same idea. And then, as you say, no one knows you better than you. True story. If you could share, was there one little nugget that you're prepared to share? What did you discover more about yourself? Or what was something new?
So coming into Breakthrough, I thought there was one aspect to Henry that I wanted to change. Can I mention what it is?
Yeah, sure. As long as like I say, as long as it doesn't give away process or games.
Yeah.
The floor is yours. You can talk anything.
So for me, I believed if I can change or switch off my anger, life would be solved. But I realized that there's so much more deeper that you need to get to terms with before you can address the anger. But then at the end, you realize you don't have to address the anger, just embrace it.
Well, that's one of the things. Not only embrace it, anger is such a wonderful process, and it's such a prime emotion. And because we've never been shown how to use it, it manifests in a very crazy way. Dude, I must say, so if you had to rate yourself on a scale of, let's say, 1 to 10, where were you before and where are you now?
Minus 20, and now I'm at 30.
What? Jeez, like
my life is changed. I'm not even kidding.
That is unbelievable. That's impressive. That is super impressive. What do your friends say about that? I know that you spent some time around Andre and the bunch. Can you actually see the changes, or?
So they are very positive about the changes. From a work perspective, I haven't had a lot of feedback yet, but I can definitely feel a change. And if others can't see it, then they must be blind.
It's true. They do. They must be blind.
Yeah. Quick question for you.
Yeah.
What is Breakthrough?
It's an experience.
It is.
Well, I mean, having a cup of tea is also an experience. I mean, have you guys tasted this? Vanilla chai with a bit of honey. Oh, man.
Depends what tea you're having.
Currently, my tea is empty. I'm going to have tea now.
No, but seriously. And it's a question I'm going to ask a bunch of you because, I mean, I personally struggle to answer this question. So I'd like to get a bit of perspective, especially from people who have just gone through the process. So, like, what is Breakthrough? I mean, what does it mean to you? What is it to you? How would you describe this?
So I would definitely stick with an experience. Coming into it, I had no expectations, and that evolved to, well, maybe if I can address the anger, then I would at least get something out of it. Because I did tell Andrew, if I can't address this, then I'm walking out. But yeah, luckily I didn't. And then Sunday morning I woke up and it was just, I am a different person. So definitely my answer is experience. That is a positive outcome.
Awesome.
That is fantastic. It really is fantastic. Just a quick one to the group. Does anyone have any questions? If you have a question, raise your hand or...
Okay, mine isn't really a question. It's just an observation. So, Henry, I've known you a short while, And just seeing you on Breakthrough, I literally, your whole face changed. It was just like, literally, you could physically see your transformation. Just to see that the gentle side of you, the kindness, which is what you said you want people to see in you. So, I mean, if we can see that, I'm sure everyone can see it. And then just about the anger, I actually came out of Breakthrough angry. But what I learned about anger is that anger creates chaos, but it also creates order. So it made me embrace my anger, because with anger, I could do something. So, yeah, I just want to say well done for agreeing to doing it. And it was just so beautiful to see this physical transformation happening, because I knew it was happening on the inside, but we could see it on the outside as well. And I are so happy for you. Yay!
Thanks, guys. And thanks for not giving up on me. I really appreciate it.
You're a starfish.
So yeah, you get to choose who goes next. Is there anything else that you
Yeah,
want to...
one more thing. And I just want to say, even when you started the question, for me, it's one of those things that when someone walks in the door knowing that, even when you say there's this one thing that you want to deal with, that's enough. No matter, even if it feels like a big thing or it feels like a little thing, or even the best part is, and I'm not sure that we can do anything about this thing. There we go. So it was fantastic. It was fantastic working with you. And we definitely look forward to seeing much more of you.
Definitely.
And well done on the transformation, man. Well done on the change, and make it sustainable. And of course, if you need any support, you know where we are, and you've got friends around you. So yeah, just keep reaching for the stars and see how tall you can get.
Well, thank you very much.
Actually, yeah, one more thing. Andrew, hold the button.
Oh, okay. There's one more thing.
Yeah, one more thing. And I need the hand for this. If you could give even your younger self a message, or doesn't matter if it's your younger self or it's yourself before Breakthrough or whatever. Imagine Breakthrough never happened and the Henry now could sit down and have a conversation with Henry, a month ago. How would that go down?
I think if I could have a conversation with any part of me in the past, it would be with little 4-year-old Henry. And just say, life is going to be difficult, but one day you are going to realize that it wasn't for nothing. There was a reason why all of these things had to happen with you. And one day you are going to meet people that will change everything for you. So just hold on. It will get better.
How many questions? I actually need to have a limit, or Andrew needs a little shock stick.
No. We're both going to prod each other. Yeah. So there's lots more. I can see even Steven's leaning in. Hey, I can see even Steven's leaning in. It just makes it more interesting. So I think everyone's going to get questions like this. Well, if there's nothing else, if there's no other questions, like I said, we'd love to milk this for all it's worth, but it's not. This isn't the point of it. Who's next?
Great.
Right. Let us have it, but let us have it.
Yeah. So it's been okay. So first of all, let me start. You mentioned on the Saturday that I was going to be going through all sorts of different stuff, and it's been amazing. I can't explain it. But yeah, I would say it's a process that never ends, and people need to begin the process. It's finding, so each person has got that little thing that they need to focus on, or they feel they need to focus on, obviously. It's like you pointed out. So I mean, it's just for people to grow. It's in life we go through things, and it makes us who we are, and just obviously we get a little bit broken and bent and dented along the way. And then breakthrough's like a panel beating shop.
Oh, dude.
But you make it sound like it's a bad thing. Is it bad panel beating?
No,
or does it
not a bad thing at all. Because when the
take
car
the dents
comes
out to
it's
put the dents in?
perfect.
So you say that again, you broke up, say again?
I was just saying it's when the car comes out, it's better than what it was when it went in. But yeah, it's people have got to get their cars in panel beats first. It's a very it's not an easy process. It's not just anyone can come into it and think, okay, well, I'm going to be pessimistic about it and expect to come out a different person. But John, definitely feel really, really weird, but good. Yeah, I'm looking forward to what's in store in the future. It showed me that after breakthrough, well, before and after, it felt like I was slowly losing control of my life. And it's to an extent I was, but also losing a little bit of focus. And yeah, I've got that back. So I'm really excited to see what's in store for the future. I'm grateful I had the honor of doing it with such amazing people and seeing them all grow. And yeah, thank you very much, guys. It's been an amazing journey so far, and I look forward to seeing where it's going to take me even further. Yeah.
Awesome, dude. So I'm going to ask you,
Yeah.
what is breakthrough?
Describe.
Describe it back to us.
Like I say, it's a process. Like people need to take that step. If they feel something's like got them by the collar and just dragging them back, they need to decide if they want that hand chopped off and so they can move forward. So it's actually, you know what, it's like you guys said, it's a software update. It's it's just coming in, getting rid of all the bugs through the programming and that you've got in your life, and that's all it really is. It's just getting rid of all those little bugs and just tweaking a better version of
Okay, so if you had to use one word to describe breakthrough, what would that be?
breakthrough.
The name says it all. The name says it all.
Amazing, man.
Well, I don't think there is one word to put it into. It's just it's too not complex, but it's so unique. There's a lot of other people, places out there that do different things as well. But I mean, I haven't seen people change as much as I've seen people change here through breakthrough. It's mostly goes in one year, comes out the other. Nothing gets absorbed or processed. So it's beyond amazing.
That is incredible. Thank you, dude. So, like, one last thing, like, coming from that place, if you had like one message to send out to the world, what would that be?
Do breakthrough.
Okay, awesome, man.
Works for us. Works for us. Sure. Thanks. Yeah, Stephen, you get to choose the next person.
Huh.
I like the smile, dude. The smile is looking good.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It's bringing sexy back.
Yeah, looking sexy. Looking good. Looking good. Looking good.
I'm gonna go with Thabo.
Thabo!
Let's go.
Let's go, Thabo.
Yeah. Hello.
Ah, there we go.
Hey, look at that face.
Hey, man.
Yes.
How's it going?
Yeah, there.
Yeah, no, guys. So, breakthrough. Yeah, breakthrough. Man. Yeah, it took me out my comfort zone like so much. Like every day, I'm smiling. I can't stop smiling. I chat so much shit every day with Carl, but like things that I'm gonna improve my life on the better. Like I'm no more shy of talking to people. Like I talk to random strangers like every day now. Not every day, but like I only started yesterday talking to random strangers, but like getting somewhere. Like I'm no more back where I used to be. Like it's pretty awesome. I ain't now. But like, yo, I went like breakthrough has just been, yes, another experience. Like, another experience. You can't take it away. Like as much as people try to beat me down now, it's like it's a smiling wave, boys. Smiling wave. That's all it is. I won't lie, yo.
Yes, Skipper.
Crazy thing.
Smile and wave, boys. Smile and wave.
So, like, how's it been going back into your environment? What's that been like? Has your, in a sense, like you say, you're feeling very happy, you can't stop smiling, you're chatting so much shit with Carl. Like, what's it actually like integrating back into real life? Does the same old shit kind of smell different today, or like, what's that like?
So really interesting. I went like you asked like now that we even asked like today we had a conversation about one of our friends like yo he's a victim, like he's the victim. So like I went like before breakthrough I was like sympathetic to his victimship. So like I'm like, oh, it's okay, relax, yo, it's okay, I got you. But now like I even say like now when he tells me that I get angry, like I get angry because like I feel like I'm at a place where I've switched on and I got my shit going, getting my shit in order. Now he needs to get his shit in order. And I can't give him breakthrough. I can't give it to him. But at the same time, I can help him with what I've learned. But like in a sense, I want him to experience it, but it's got to come from him. Like I can't force something unless you ask for the change. Like that's where I'm at with my people around me now. Yeah. So like it's different. Like it's different. It's not the same shit. It's new shit. Small like shit. But it's different.
Yeah, when people say same shit, different day, now it's just a different day, and there's other shit to deal with. Yeah, it's actually now you're dealing with more important shit.
Yeah, there you go.
Exactly.
Because all the shit's now together. Got your shit.
Yeah, you're getting your
The
shit
bigger
together.
shit.
Yeah, now I'm dealing with important shit.
No, but
I
it's
see
been,
some people on the call are
wonderful.
going to die of embarrassment. Sorry, Thabo.
Amazing. So I'm going to shoot you the same question. What is
Oh, no.
breakthrough?
I'd say breakthrough is when you look in the
Amazing. So I'm going to shoot.
when you're looking there, there's nothing there. And then when you look again after breakthrough, there's someone there. That's what I'd say what breakthrough is.
Yeah, no, that's a breakthrough.
Dude, that's a good answer.
Yeah, that's a
That's
breakthrough.
an answer. Awesome.
Dude, it was fantastic also having you and watching the interplay and the jokes and working with you was fantastic. So we look forward to seeing you again, very soon. Come and assist.
Yeah. As much as it is serious, we do have. I mean, that's the thing. We had lots of fun. It was serious, but we had a lot of fun.
No, 100%. 100%.
Awesome, my man. Who's next?
Fantastic. Yes, my man. How's it going?
No, it's going good. A lot of progress, a lot of change. My mind's still wrapping around everything that I've, had to now process and take in. And just the way I've been looking at things and been looking at people, especially and myself. I think one thing that I can definitely say has changed is that I had a very stubborn attitude, going into breakthrough, and
What? A stubborn attitude coming into breakthrough? Was it stubborn against breakthrough, or was it just stubborn before you even arrived?
it was like stubborn against anything that wasn't my way. You know what I mean? I didn't want to do the dishes because it wasn't my way. That's a woman's job,
Sweet. And you definitely didn't want to do breakthrough either because you didn't want it, didn't need it, didn't like it, didn't care.
No, not at all. Yeah, nothing. Didn't want anything to do with it, to be specific. Yeah, or the people that went.
Yeah, I mean, who are these weird people that want you to go to this weird place?
Yeah, and then just basically the last 3 days, and it's been a lot of mind searching. People say soul searching, I say mind searching. I told my parents that I actually need a whiteboard just to break down all the ideas and things that I need to actually get off my mind onto something that I can actually visually see and break down. Which is kind of cool. Like I feel like a scientist now, bit of my own brain. And like every second of the day, I'm thinking of different ways to change, doing this thing and doing that thing. And I think that's kind of what breakthrough is. It's like just a breakdown basically of yourself and your habits and everything you do so that you can actually, better your own processes and perfect them. In business analysis, we actually go and we we make processes simpler so that the business can run more efficiently. And like that's like what the aim of it all is basically efficiency. I think I've definitely become more efficient person over the last few days, and every day getting better.
Fantastic. So now looking back on Breakthrough, are you glad you came? Would you come back?
Yeah, I definitely come back. You know, it's weird because I don't like going out, and I don't like being around people, especially at night. You know, and I don't like being out late at night and driving late. You know, it's not my cup of tea. I'm a morning person. At night, I just want to be alone around my PC, basically. So, you know, being around people was different, and it was like very out of my comfort zone. But yeah, I loved every second of it, and I think it was like a new part of me sort of branching off. Yeah, and I definitely think I definitely will do it again. It's not even a question of if do it again, it's definitely will.
Okay, then I'll ask Igor's question. So what is Breakthrough?
So I actually came up with this the Saturday night, and it's basically, I would say it's getting to like scratch the surface of who you truly are for like a few minutes. And I mean, you know, you can never do it permanently. You've always got that act up, as you say. But you know, just getting those few minutes to actually be yourself and to see who you really are and to see where you're comfortable is like such a life-changing moment. That you wake up on the other end of it feeling like you've just died and been reborn into something new. So I'd say that's what Breakthrough is. It's like a reincarnation of oneself.
It's a pretty good description.
Yeah, damn.
Some people it might make some people nervous, but that's a pretty good description.
Yeah, that like, especially as a grabber boon, hearing that, I'm like, whoa, what? Damn. But that's awesome, man. Yeah. So how's your, if I can say, like, how's your relationship with the outside world changed?
And especially the people that brought you here. Has that changed? Has it made a difference?
Yeah, well, okay, well, I'll start with the people that have brought me here. That was my mom and my dad, Nick and Shani. You saw them trying to help Marlene out. You know, I would say there's been a lot of conflict in our household, especially with lockdown last year. We're always in each other's faces, and it's just very difficult, especially when you don't know how to handle each other. We 4 people that are very different in this house. We all like different things, and we want different things, and there's a lot of conflict. And you know, I think one by one, as we went to Breakthrough, you know, it got better and better and better until it was just finally me. And a couple of weeks before Breakthrough, we had a massive fight. I actually got kicked out the house, and I left, and you know, I had my whole, you know, I'm not going back, fuck them, and they had their whole, he's not coming back, fuck him. And eventually I did come back, and we sorted shit out, and we actually used that tool, the clearing session, and that from that we've been doing it, I think once a week or every so often, just to, you know, release whatever we have like holding on against the other person. And yeah, then there was Breakthrough, and I think after Breakthrough, I went from the person that's almost been holding everyone back to the person that's finally like leading everyone forward. So yeah, and then with the outside world, it's crazy because you do Breakthrough, and you want to speak to someone, and you like speak to them, and you're like, come on, man, why don't you think like me? No one thinks like me. And it's like, I kind of have to have a contract before you date me, and like, yeah, just sign your Breakthrough forms. And when you're done, you know, then I'll put a ring on it, kind of thing.
It will get like that, don't worry.
Oh, dude.
So we'll see many a girl come through here. It's like, okay, just put this one through the process and see if she's. No, it really does become like that where, the relationship stuff does change, and we realize that we can take our relationships to another level. And you are going to bump into so many, and they're going to say these words to you that they don't need to do Breakthrough because they already know. And they're going to be from exactly on the same side. So go out there, go out hunting, and see what you find. Go and find yourself an acorn. Yeah, there will definitely be someone for you. And with a bit of luck, if she is willing, or he is willing, if she's willing to come and do Breakthrough, it'll definitely take your relationship to another level. It's the same process of where you've seen your family dynamic change. This changes your dynamics inside your relationships. So thank you.
I see there's a hand raised from Andre.
Andre's got a hand raised.
Let's go.
Go.
How's it, Carl?
Hello.
Yeah, great seeing you again. And just to say, you're very fortunate that your parents have done Breakthrough. I must just tell you, because of course, you know what happens in the end, and you realize the responsibility is
Or the
not,
risk.
or the risk of doing this work is quite interesting. So just a question for you. What have you learned about responsibility coming out of Breakthrough?
You know, I can say a lot to that question because, you know, I've dealt with quite a bit this year. And I would say I've been a bit of the victim as well, dealing with a lot of the shit I've been through. And a lot of, you know, I've been through a really rough relationship with, and I basically went and I said, you know, it's all the school's fault. It's all the other person's fault. And, you know, I must be perfect. And, you know, it's the same with my relationships at home. If, you know, something goes wrong and I had a little part to do with it, and someone came to me and said, Carl, you know, why did you let this happen? I would say, no, it wasn't me. I dare you. So I think that's something that's helped me, you know, taking responsibility specifically is something that's helping me get through a lot of the questions I've been stuck on, like, why did this happen to me? And, you know, finally being able to take responsibility helps you move on. And once you know why you're taking responsibility, you can sort of go, you know, move past the fact that it happened and, you know, ensure that whatever did happen, positive or negative, that you learn from it and carry on going.
Wow. Awesome, dude. Keep it up. Keep showing up. It's going to pay off.
Kyle, you are such a leader. Really. I saw great leadership in you. Just
Thank you
keep
so much.
going.
Thank you so much.
And Nico and Chantal also has their hands up. So I don't know which one it is because I've got two people in the thing.
It's
Off
me.
we go.
Yeah, so Carl, thank you so much for just your incredible, amazing feedback tonight. I can't even tell you how proud I am of you, bro. You're in the same house as you, and I can't even tell you since like day 2 when you came in and said like I was wrong. That moment just like changed everything, you know. And you look back and you went like, wow, Breakthrough has changed everything. I just want to say publicly, I'm so proud of you, bro. You are incredible. You are amazing, and I love you so much. And I can't imagine what's going to happen in the future in terms of the rest of the journey. You know, you're amazing. So, thank you.
Thank you, guys. You guys are awesome.
It's fantastic. And again, I'd love to dig in. There's probably a couple of questions I'd like to ask Nico as they can tell the difference. But that's fantastic. It really is. It's more than just rewarding to watch everything getting glued back together. Fantastic. It's your turn to choose. Who's next?
Okay, I can't find my video. Anyway,
no, it's all good. Yeah, it's how's things. Tell us more.
You know what? What I notice is after Breakthrough, there's no friction. I have no friction. There's no resistance to everything. And overall, general experience is, you know, it was pleasant or so I thought, but it's just gotten better. And I'm feeling happy. I'm feeling light. My wife, you know, she says, wow, when you look at me now in my eyes, it's like you look into my soul. You sure you're not possessed? But everything is so pleasant, you know. There's no friction. I'm just functioning and I'm doing good. I've got no complaints. There's more awareness. Just general awareness, like even being outside, you know, the wind, the sun, the trees, the moon. Yeah, I'm feeling so light. You know, there was I used to feel this in my chest, you know, this heaviness. But after Breakthrough, that seemed to have gone. So yeah, no, thank you very much. I can understand why he would want us to experience this because it's freaking amazing. I would want to share this experience. So thank you very much. Things are lekker. Thank you.
As you say, things are lekker.
John, I know you got a thing. I want to ask Kresien one quick one, because we did speak a little bit about meditation, and you shared before that you got a massive benefit when you first started digging into meditation and doing practices. So that was massively beneficial to you. How does that compare to going through breakthrough?
Okay. So when I did my practices after breakthrough, because I do a daily practice, there's a big difference when you're doing a practice, when you have this blockage that I was describing to you in my chest, and then doing the practices when you're doing it feeling very light. It sort of enhanced my practice and it got more intense for me. And this is where breakthrough comes. It basically unclogged a lot of inner garbage, because the way I feel within myself.
Unclog the drain.
Yes, just how, when your experience is pleasant, but everything, the way you respond, there's no reaction and there's no friction. So the reality is all there is. And you're just moving with this flow. There's no, breakthrough is, I thought I knew it also all with the awareness and consciousness, but breakthrough has been the application that comes into my awareness at every moment of my life. So from the morning I get up till the time I go to bed, it's just like, like I said, I want to blow my mind. I don't have no garbage, no. The little residue that I did have, it's not bothering me. It's so petty, So thank you so much. I also would like to help people experience this, because it's awesome. It's priceless, actually. So thank you, John. You can't put a price on something that's takes you out of your mental diarrhea and changes the way you perceive life. and what's the biggest thing? It's the way you experience life, right? I mean, if you wake up feeling like shit, your thoughts are shit, you're gonna feel shit, and you manifest shit. And, I'm fortunate that this has been
thinking.
This has been my how can I put it? My antivirus for all the bullshit.
Yeah,
for all the
it's kind of
BS.
like if you say that you like got all these blockages going on, this is almost like a psychological / spiritual / mental laxative. Just get things moving again. It's like
Get things moving.
Get rid of all that stinking thinking,
Exactly. Sometimes we drink the poison and we expect someone else to die. So thank you. This is a real breakthrough. This is my antivirus.
That is amazing, dude. And again, it was also great working with you. Awareness is one of those elusive things where, especially when we discover that there's more, then we realize that there's way more. In the beginning, we'd think that our the level of awareness is finite, it's limited. But when we open our minds, we can actually see it. We can see the world from a completely different perspective. And you said something that's very important. It's also the application of it. It's been able to apply it. This stuff is actually becoming something that you can use. And that's amazing. Andre has also got his hands up. Did you want to say anything?
Yeah, I did, but I lost my train of thought.
Okay, cool. Andre's got his hand up. Andre, what's up?
Yeah, so Kresien, interesting analogy about having a cleanse. We go through life with people throwing labels at us, every day, and at some point it affects you heavily. How do you feel about labels now? How do you feel about people looking at you and making assumptions about you?
I don't care about what they think, actually. It has no relevance,
Exactly.
And I don't label. I learned through breakthrough. I use it to transcend. maybe, and just accept. When you accept, there's no friction. And, you know, when you know, your pain can multiply. You multiply your suffering when there's friction. So it's like breakthrough was like oil up, you know, a grease.
Oil up
So
where?
it all fell away just like that. It just works. You know, if you go there without your own BS and you just be open to the program, and you're more receptive to what's coming. You become receptive. You can perceive better when you're not functioning from your memory. So I was just present, and this was knowledge, you know. It's just, and like you said, Andrew, you don't need a qualification for this, you know. That's so true. That
You don't need a
resonates with me.
qualification to run a good life.
Yeah.
No.
And what we needed was that you're the breakthrough. You opened up this dimension for us. You made it become a genuine experience.
Dude, that is fantastic hearing from you. That is brilliant. And as usual, we look forward to seeing a lot more of you. And keep us in touch, or keep us up to date with your progress, and let's see where this goes. Let's see where it takes you.
Thank you very much. And thank you to all the people who made it possible, not just you, Andrew, but the people at the back for supporting and guiding us. Even when you were sitting still, you guys were supporting us. You made it possible. So I bow down to all of you and thank you.
It's definitely us. I speak on their behalf for sure. That's their pleasure. Yeah. John, did you have anything to say or anything?
No, I just want to say, Kresien, sure. I mean, just the clarity you're speaking with, I mean, just compared to last week, I mean, not that you were unclear, you're just so much more clear this week. Did it give you some, what would you say that you got out of breakthrough yourself? Like, what is a thing that...
I got clarity.
Yeah, I also think so. I mean, clarity. You speak so clear, and you speak, yeah, like you just crystal clear, yeah.
Thank you.
And then what made you apprehensive to it at first? I mean, the first time I spoke to you and I asked you about it, you were not so keen on it. I mean, now after you've done it, would you recommend it?
Yes, definitely recommend it. Why I was so apprehensive was because I've done a program before, and you know, I have benefited from it. So my you know, I thought it was going to be one of the same things, you know, workshop, and but then, you know, I thought about it, and I'm thinking, you know, you want me to experience what you experienced, and it's a program for well-being, inner well-being. I said, let me give it a go. You know, I shouldn't think that I know it all, or because I done one program, you know, and have this perception that I know it all, because the truth is, you know, I was still facing my daily issues and mental crap, you know, that I was going through. So I'm glad I took the chance and did it. You know, when I spoke to you, I felt, you know, it was in the moment. You know, there must be a reason why it happened, and so I went with it. You know, the universe just presented this opportunity. You know, with your good heart, and you know, I mean, it shows in you the type of person that you are. I mean, you can see a difference in you. And I said, let me go for it. And yes, I will recommend Breakthrough now, because I've experienced what you experienced, and I can say that it definitely transformed my life. There's, you know, I have inner well-being. The way I think, feel, respond is great. I've never felt like this before, actually. So thank you. I will recommend it. I want to support. I want other people to experience what I experience. It's a life transforming process. It works.
Well, yeah,
it
exactly.
Works.
The result and the output talks for itself, eh?
Yes, it works.
Nice. Thanks, Kresien.
Thank you, John.
Fantastic. Okay, Natalie has had her hand up for quite a while. Hit it, Natalie.
Okay, I hope I haven't lost my train of thought. Kresien, I just was very fortunate enough to hear your feedback in the room and then also to have a chat with you afterwards. And what I'd like to share with you is that I think you're one of these guys that have done everything right. I think you've done right you've worked hard, you've ticked all the boxes, you're obviously a great husband, your wife loves you, you're a great man. I just feel that somewhere along the line you lost your power. And I really hope that you'll continue to do this work, specifically Chalice, to find that power within yourself, because I think you have a lot of greatness in you. I really do. I think if you just give yourself the opportunity to turn that switch on, I think you'll be amazed about how much power you have inside you. So I just wanted to share that with you because I did have a chat with you afterwards, and I really think you've got it. So that's all I wanted to add. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much for remembering that. I appreciate that. Thanks for remembering that. Yes, wow, thank you. Yeah, I look forward to it. Let's see where it goes after this. But yes, on the Chalice, yeah.
Okay, cool. Look, at least we can hear you well. So off you go.
Okay, so for me, before I started Breakthrough, I really wasn't in a good space in my own head. So I really did not have a good relationship with myself. So going through Breakthrough, it also made me realize that I did not have a good relationship with the people around me because I wasn't content with who I am and with myself. And I can honestly say, when I got home on Saturday night, my parents was also home and they immediately saw a change in me. They couldn't explain what it was, but they just said I looked different. And in this week, it still boggles my mind. I mean, I told you, Andrew, you really are killing my mind, but in a good way. I can honestly say I'm feeling good the way that just listening to one song can make you feel so powerful. And in myself, I can really feel that I'm more content with who I am and also showing people who I am. So walking into a room, I'm not as stressed and tense as I usually was, just walking in a room without even knowing why. So that was my breakthrough, definitely, realizing who I am, that I am powerful, and just accepting me for who I am with all the mistakes that I've made, good decisions, bad decisions that I've made. That was definitely my breakthrough. So yes, that's my story.
That is fantastic.
And like seriously, right there, those are some really, really powerful realizations. I mean, I wasn't that part of your process, but I'm super, super stoked that you have those things. That is fantastic. Seriously amazing.
Would you come back?
Definitely. There's no question about it. Definitely. No, I really want to see how far I can take myself as well, because breakthrough really push your boundaries, but it made me realize if I don't do it now, then when will I ever do it? So looking back in my past, I always thought that I was doing everything that I can for the past 5 years, especially taking into consideration how my body reacted physically. Because I wasn't in a good relationship with myself. But it made me realize that I thought I was doing everything that I could, but I was still resisting it. So for now, it just, I think there's still things that I need to make sure of myself. But the other day, something happened and a button was pushed and I didn't know what was happening. So the process that we went through during breakthrough got my thoughts in a direction of how to think, what pushed my button, how did I get here, what's happening, what's going on. And it made me think a little bit more about myself and also realizing what buttons I have to be pushed, but also how to desensitize some of them, because I do tend to get frustrated very easily. But also then just accepting myself for who I am. And I think that's the that's the biggest breakthrough that I've had. Just having a better relationship with myself, looking in the mirror and actually seeing myself for who I am and accepting that. I've never ever in my life had that before, so that is the biggest breakthrough that I could have asked for.
That is amazing. I mean, without any details, do you find yourself in a better relationship with your body? Is your body behaving better? How's this, Clippies?
Much lighter. I can honestly say I haven't, since last week, I haven't had any pain in my body that I've had experience before. And I can actually feel my body releasing all of that tension and the stress, even though sometimes I can feel I tense up. When I think about the course, there's things constantly going through my mind that we discussed, that we talked about, and I can feel everything just desensitizing, going away. So there's still triggers, but as soon as I realize what's happening, I try to fight back with it. I try to fight back with it with my body, and I can honestly feel a difference.
That is fantastic. Yeah, it's the awareness thing. It's when you catch yourself doing that. Oftentimes people don't believe that you can, just go through a short experience and your body starts to heal. That is fantastic. Keep up the good work. In other words, it's also the thing that you've got practical tools that you can use. And even though in the beginning they seem like strange things, when you use the tools, look at the results you get. So keep up the good work. And if you need anything, I know you got a great group. Reach out. Make sure you stay in contact. Keep the support. And make sure that your brain doesn't burn anymore. And I'm glad we resurrected your brain and kept your brain going. So it's like zombie brain. Awesome.
I also would just like to say one thing for people that haven't done breakthrough yet, and also want to inspire other people. There really is people that are there to support you no matter what. There's really people that really want you to thrive and become the best person that you are meant to be, and also that you want to be. So for the people that really need the support, this is the place where you can get it.
That is fantastic. Thank you very much for that. Really appreciate it. Yeah, and then I'm sure, the same thing. Before you arrived, I'm sure that if someone said that to you before, if we said that to you before, it just sounds weird. Now that it's coming from a different perspective, it actually means something. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone. How are you all doing?
Good evening, Francois. We are doing good.
So, first of all, I'd like to thank the people that made me do breakthrough. I know they're not here, but it was primarily Ridet Kotze and then her sister Deandre. The week leading up to breakthrough was really intense. So I'd been going through a bunch of like existential dread, massive crisis, constantly just being apathetic. There's no other way to describe it. And that last week before breakthrough, Ridet just kept saying, no, just go do breakthrough. We don't need to talk, just go do breakthrough. And that's very frustrating. Then I got to breakthrough and I walked in, for those of you who know philosophy, basically like Pyro, king of the skeptics. And I was like, okay, I need some proof that this is going to do anything. I went home Wednesday night and I was like, damn, I got proven. From day one, pushed me out of my comfort zone, which I like, by the way, but pushed me out of my comfort zone more and more and more. And basically pointed out, how little we actually think about stuff, how little we observe about our own lives. And by the end of it, I would definitely say life-changing. It makes you think a lot more about how things happen, the way people speak, the way you speak. I think the biggest thing for me was how I react, how quickly I react and don't think about things. Even though you think very often, I'm objectively right because, and then if you thought about it for 3 seconds, it's not that way. Afterwards, I would say definitely a lot more thought goes into things. And I've been catching myself constantly not going to, but almost falling back into my old habits of not saying anything, just immediately shutting down when someone pushes a button. And then I think for 3 seconds and I'm like, okay, wait, let me just get this out. Why not share You know, you're pushing a button. This is why. Let's talk about it. That kind of thing. Yeah, I honestly loved the experience. It was something completely different. I've never ever experienced anything like it, and I would 100 out of 10 recommend it to anyone, with the little asterisks that you have to be willing to open up and take the experience. I think forcing anyone to do it, very bad idea. But if you think you can gain anything from it, it's definitely worth your time.
Well, like I say from the beginning, I like skeptics. Skeptics are fantastic because, well, we require some sort of evidence. We want some sort of proof. Because big promises up front, they just sound like big promises. They just sound empty. And even from the first time we met, and I like the skepticism, because when you find that there is some sort of reality in this, that this is something that you can sink your teeth into, something you can use, and beyond something that you can use, it's something that becomes applicable to you, and it changes who you are. And it actually doesn't change who you are, it just lets more of you out. You know, you literally have that breakthrough. Then the skepticism, it's well founded, because now when you're on the other side, and when you say to someone, this is something worthwhile, it comes with a lot more weight, it comes with a lot more meaning. So be skeptical. It's a good thing. Don't trust up front. And as I say, don't trust us, trust your friends. And you trusted your friends and you got you. Are you glad you trusted them?
Yes, I'm definitely glad I trusted them. That kind of just like, you know, just believe us, just go do it. We're not going to talk about stuff, just go do it.
It's like sending you to the lions.
Yeah.
But it is a difficult. Okay, so then I'll ask that question. So, okay, we had this discussion before. So tell me, Francois, what is breakthrough, and can you describe it to me?
I would describe breakthrough as the kind of thing when you're willing to make a change that will peel away some of your defenses and at the same time bring out more of yourself. Not however people painted or molded you, more of the authentic you. So it'll both chip away layers and bring out the more authentic you.
It's a fantastic way to describe it. I mean, that's one of the things we keep asking the people that have been through the process, and then maybe they describe it different. But it's a very difficult thing to describe because it's an experience. So yeah, Andre's got his hand up, or Natalie's got her hand up. They both got their hands up. One of them has their hand up, and they're both in the frame, and they're waving. So yeah, off you go. Now they want to speak to Francois. So off you go.
Francois, can I just say, interacting with you was just so friggin' amazing, man. You're such a ray of light. You're
so lovely,
such a source of like a beautiful energy. So I just acknowledge you for that. And you say you're skeptical, but there's a positive side to skepticism, right? It's called curiosity. So
questioning.
So it's actually a beautiful characteristic to have, and just work with that, man. I think yeah, you've got so much to show us and so much to look forward to in life. We really look forward to see more of you, man.
It was so lovely to see your moment.
Thank you so much. Yeah, it was great. The experiences with both of you, it was amazing. Thank you to the rest of you all that were there. It was honestly super great meeting all of you and experiencing that with all of you.
Any questions from you, Francois?
Oh, wait, actually, sorry, I do have one question. This is a side question. I'm not sure the whole group knows, and this is obviously an inside question, but you'll know what I'm talking about. Do you think that this this energy exchange that we have, do you think the energy exchange is worth it?
So far, yes. Definitely.
Fantastic. That's fantastic. Thank you so much.
It even made me way more excited, I'm not gonna lie. After experiencing it, way more excited.
That is brilliant. That is fantastic. Yeah. And now, and obviously now you've been behind the scenes, so you got more context.
Definitely.
Fantastic. Fantastic. Thank you so much, Francois. Anyone else, or who's next?
So Andrew, it's your biggest skeptic on the line.
Okay, go.
So I just wanted to say that you mentioned it earlier, Andrew, that you go into this very skeptical, and I think I was the biggest skeptic of everyone on that team there. And I must say I enjoyed this experience tremendously. I wouldn't really say enjoy it. It was the weirdest experience that you could ever have. Most probably the most daunting one, but it teaches you so bloody much. So thank you. And I'm looking forward to continuing to grow and continuing to do what you've taught us all. And yeah, it was a fantastic experience, but I am so glad I went. It has changed me in so many ways. So great stuff. Thanks, guys.
It's nice to just be part of this meeting, and yeah. When I walk in there, I think my biggest problem was that I'm not good enough, and the way I experienced the meeting and the whole breakthrough changed my life totally. I wish I can get more people there, and that I think once a month is sometimes not good enough, but I know you are working hard on other things also. So yeah, that's all I want to say.
Well, I'll tell you what, if I could, if the people lined up and we had to run a breakthrough every week, I think it would be fantastic.
No, I'll be there.
It'd actually be awesome. Yeah, so one of the things that people ask me at the end of a breakthrough is, aren't you tired? Not from the point that they're thinking of. I mean, obviously we have a long week. However, when we're doing the work that we do, it's so energizing for us that if we could do this every week, or even let's say every second week, make it more more feasible, I think it would be fantastic. So, and the way we get there is the more people that we have frequently, because we don't have big groups. We make sure that the groups are small on purpose so that we can get these kinds of results. Yeah, so we wouldn't run a room of 100 or 1,000 because we lose these kinds of results. But based on our numbers, if we could do this every second week, man, I think that would be absolutely fantastic. And there are plans for us to be expanding into Cape Town and basically getting back into the country again, expanding into Durban and running a lot more workshops through the whole country. So we're probably going to be running a lot more workshops in a lot more spaces. So yeah, and of course, and I'm talking to the whole group, and Woenie, you've sent many people, so we do owe a lot of thanks to you. We definitely acknowledge that and thank you very much. And we totally agree. The best thing is get friends, get strangers, get everyone involved, get everyone through the door. And the only way that they can have a breakthrough is to obviously go through the experience. It's the only way we can join our tribe and or the troop. But the thing is, once you're part of the troop, you're part of it for life. So it's very precious to us. Thank you very much.
Andrew, just the last thing. I is on this moment 3 weeks at home, going through this COVID thing, and on this stage I've got thrombosis in my one leg, and I think breakthrough definitely helped me to get my mind in the right stage for this thing, because you need to be positive and you need to be concentrate on the positive side. So thanks for breakthrough, and Chalice with also being part of this to keep me insane and positive for this thing. So enjoy, and I'm glad to hear you want to go to Cape Town and Durban and all that stuff. Good luck, and go on with the good work you do. Thanks a lot. Bye.
Yeah, so actually that was my cousin Frederik and John Brunet that told me about it. So yeah, so basically everyone knew about just about 2 months something really bad happened to me. That was really heartbroken for me. And for some reason I just didn't feel alive anymore. I was so sad and I was so angry, which I didn't know I was that angry. So that is why the big snake is coming in because, yeah, that Saturday, I became this really weird person. The anger actually came out. So, so
Thank you,
before
Francois.
that, yeah, thank you, Francois. So yeah, actually, before the time, I never thought I could feel alive again, and I actually thought it was only the last 2 months that things went like really, really bad. But as I began my journey with breakthrough, I realized that it was actually much longer, actually about 2 years ago already, that things literally start. It really felt like pieces of my heart went dead, and I just didn't feel alive anymore. And so the thing that happened 2 months ago, I think it was just the final straw, just the final thing that really I was defeated. When I talked to my cousin, he said, you never let me feel defeated, and that made him really, really scared because I'm normally very bubbly and very, that sort of person, but I was just totally broken. I didn't feel alive. I didn't have a voice. I didn't have hope. So coming into breakthrough, all my cousin and John mentioned was just, just be open. And I had such everything was so dead inside me that I actually wanted to try anything just to feel alive again and just to get my voice back and just to feel again because not be able feeling being like I said in the group, I literally felt like every day I was too scared to be in the house. So when it became night, I was too scared to go into the room and I will be outside and everything were pushing me and it literally felt like a knife into my heart constantly. And I was just as afraid, lonely, sad person. So breakthrough when I stepped in the first night, I already knew things are happening. And when I woke up on Thursday, I know things are changing. Yeah.
Okay, but now you say things were starting to change. How are things changed now?
Oh my goodness, it's unbelievable. I feel alive. It felt like a rebirth. This is going to sound very funny, but it felt like I'm born again. I'm a new person. I'm the Lily that I wanted to be. And even when I was before all this crap happened, I'm even more alive than then. And I've got so much. I'm so driven and I can't stop smiling. And for the last 2 years, I love music, but I couldn't listen to any music. And the day before yesterday, I could even manage to listen to 8 songs without crying. Because you all know when I came in, I was like Brooke from Bold and Beautiful. I mean, I could go give her a go the way that I could cry. So I could even listen to this music and I was fine, I didn't even cry. And it's just awesome I said to Frederick earlier on, it's so amazing not to be afraid to go into a room and it feels like the walls is pushing you and to be able to smile. On Friday, we made jokes, me and Marlize and all of us. There were so many jokes in Breakthrough. It was so funny. And the first time I laughed, really from my tummy and from my heart, I actually got such a fright and I thought to myself, I haven't heard that laugh for such a long time. So to be alive and not have that knife stick in your heart every time, constantly, not to be afraid of a rumor, even how small it is. Yeah, and I have all these dreams and I've got this calling. So breakthrough is absolutely my calling. There's so much power with like my cousin said, the Adams family, they were like straight face and all that sort of thing. That was freaky, but in that silence, there was so much, strength and support. And yeah, that's a different kind of support. And so, I can bubble, I'm a bubbler. So yeah, there's just so much to say, but honestly, it was the most amazing, the most beautiful, beautiful experience of my life. And I want to thank each and every one of you, Andrew, the team, my team. Thank you so much for giving my life back. And yeah, this is just the final time you're going to see me. So, yeah, I've been very busy this week for interviews, that sort of thing, that I can move back to Gauteng. And yeah, you're going to get tired of this face because this is my calling. Breakthrough is my calling. So, yes, you're going to see lots of more of me.
We are looking so forward to it. So forward. So, I just want to be sure. Would you recommend Breakthrough to anyone?
Oh yes, definitely, without a doubt. And once I start working and everything's in place, that's the sort of gift I'm going to give people. Yeah, scent, perfume, whatever. Oh no, that's not something. I want something life changing to give to people because that was the gift that I've got. Something life changing, having my life back and better than ever before.
I know that I asked this question in the beginning. I want you to describe it back to me. It becomes very difficult to describe what this stuff is about because it's just a pure experience. I'm just making sure you're doing well.
I'm doing very, very well. Yes. Literally the sky's the limit for me. And even I just spoke to my mom over the phone and she says, wow, you're such a different type of person. And she can just hear it in my voice. She can hear the way that I'm thinking. And I'm not going to take any BS from anyone anymore. So yes, that's been an amazing experience. So thank you so much for opening your hearts and for everyone. Yeah, like I'm saying, this was not just breakthrough for me and that's it. This is a calling. So, you're going to get tired of me all.
That's exactly this perspective. In fact, even myself, Stephen, and Kyle had this conversation on the grass on the Saturday. It's like this could just be an event in your life. This could just be one of those once-off things that's like, yeah, it's awesome. I mean, like getting a new car or getting a new outfit or yeah, like getting a new thing. Suddenly making a bit more money. Like all of those things give you a little bit of a rush. Now, this could be one of those things that just give you a little bit of a rush and then just kind of like, or you can go into it with the perspective that this is the first step of your own journey. This is something that you can continue.
So I'm very excited. Yeah, like you say, this was so mind blowing for me and this is the new Lily. This is the improved Lily. I had to go through so much pain and lost the thing that I value the most and love the most for me to become the best version of Lily. Yeah, I must stop saying thank you, but I don't think I'll ever stop saying thank you. So thank you. It was, yeah, I'm a different Lily. I'm such a better version of myself.
That is so fantastic. Thank you so much. And we look forward to seeing a lot more of you. Look forward to seeing you on Chalice, as you say. And we'll see how far this journey takes us.
Elizabeth.
Yes.
You are
Yes,
so
John.
assertive and so well spoken this week, eh?
Absolutely. I'm telling you, John, like I say, I've lost my voice. And all of a sudden I found it and now I can't stop talking. So
But now you're back with a spunk.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. My eyes are bluer. Everything's just changed.
Yeah, but also your face. I mean, you actually look happy.
I am, John, I am. That's what I'm saying. It's life changing. I must say, when you and Frederick told me to be open, and I thought I'm going to embrace this with everything in me. So, yeah, thank you for this amazing, amazing gift. And yes, I am, and this is not just a fake one. So, yes, John, honestly, I'm really, really this happy. I'm not scared anymore. I've got peace, and there's no price on peace.
And I hear you say the whole time that we made you change, but we didn't do anything. You did all the work, isn't it so?
That's true. that's very true, you know. Like I say, I came in open in this and I embrace everything. And one thing I said to Andrew also, what's amazing about this, you know, while he's sitting there, the eye contact that Andrew made with the people the whole time, that's something I experienced in such a positive way because I do, I do appreciate that eye contact. And he had eye contact with us the whole time, and I appreciated that so much more. And it was, I'm telling you guys, there was not 1 minute that I was bored or think of anything else. And at the end of the night, I thought to myself, oh no, I can't believe it's over. So, yeah, so thank you, John. Thank you for that. Yes, I did. I really did change. And like I said, I was really open. So if I can give anyone that haven't done that, is just be open.
And Elizabeth, you said you were quite open to this. But would you think, I mean, coming on the Wednesday night up till Saturday, those 4 days or 32 hours basically, would you think that your life could literally change around in 32 hours?
Not at all. You know, previously I did went to see, a psychiatrist and things like that. And I just didn't get anything from it. And I was a week there. So I never thought it was possible to be happy again, not to be scared again. So no, I didn't expect that. So this is why I can't stop laughing and I can't stop smiling because I'm just so grateful. And this is the thing that I want everyone to experience, to have that freedom. And this is not just a week thing or 2 week thing because every day I experience a side of me that actually died throughout the years. So, oh my goodness.
Ah, that's awesome, man. That's really awesome, Elizabeth. Well done, man. Thank you.
Thank you. And if I can just say one thing, what I also learned is that healing is such an amazing and a beautiful thing. And we have to be healed. We have to be healthy emotionally, physically, mentally, and I've got all that other things going on. So now for me to emotionally be healed, it's now everything else will fall in place. So yes, yeah. Thank you for everything. It's amazing. I'm very excited about Breakthrough, and like I said, this is not where I'm stopping. I'm going to be part of this amazing people, amazing journey, and see people's lives changing.
That is always the best news for us. The best thank you for us is to you take this into your own life and make it work. That's the best news. Thank you.
Yes, we can hear you. First of all, what I wanted to say is thank you for the chance, and it was an amazing experience. I loved every moment of it. I've learned a lot, although I feel like I'm on a high this whole week. It's been on a high. All the problems, nothing, it's all going well. So I feel like when people is pushing my buttons, I'm reacting differently. So that's a good thing and a good sign. Like I said, this was an amazing experience, and I cannot explain to anybody how you feel, how high you feel, how full of life and how happy you are. And it feels like I can sleep at least. That's another thing that's happened. The insomnia is not that bad. So that's basically it. So any questions you can ask me, but I'm very happy. I'm in a very happy place. So yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, of course.
There we go.
Oh,
There's
of
a
course,
group you can. Okay, let's just make sure. There you go, another superhero. Any hands up?
Igor, of course you're going to get a question from me. What do you think?
Prometheus.
Marlene, I just want to say, what does it feel like to dance again?
Amazing. That's something that I've missed so much in my life, and I've decided from next week on I'll be maybe going back to helping with routines and doing things. That's something that I've not done for a very, very, very long time. I think the last time I danced when I was a raver. That's a while ago.
You were raver?
So, yeah, we were ESP bunnies.
Interesting. I wonder
yeah. So yeah, that was something. And then that was something amazing to start up again. And like I said, I helped with routines with little girls and stuff for a while ago. But I was out of action for almost 2 years, and then I just stopped it. I've never went back after that, and that was the most amazing experience I had in a while. Although I have some problems with the ankle, but it's fun. It's soft. That's something that I really, really found out that I missed, that I seriously missed. And I want to say thank you to Andre for you too. I know that you had a hand in me doing this, you and Lindy. So this was the most amazing things. I'm still I'll still write my little letter. It's just a hectic week. Like I said, everybody's pushing my buttons, but I'm smiling.
Can I just ask you one question? I just want to ask you one last question. How did you feel on Monday morning when you woke up?
Amazing. I've been in this amazing, amazing feeling. I've been so happy. I was like, nothing can stress me out. It's like really, it's like being on a high. This is I cannot explain it to people. I'm so happy with life generally. That I have no it feels like you have no problems, although you have a list of problems, but it's like you can handle it. You have all the things that you can handle. So yeah, but yeah.
And I'm coming to you to have my beach dress made, hey?
Yes, you must come.
Anna.
No, you must come for that one. Huh? I remember that.
Coming.
Yeah, no, but really. Yeah. This is also the first time, to be honest, that I've realized that I can still enjoy what I'm doing. I can say no to the things I don't want to do for people.
Beautiful.
Not feel bad about it, so that's also a good thing.
Wonderful.
Okay.
Awesome, thanks. And I see we got another question coming in from Lizelle there.
Hi, everyone. Hi, Marlize. How are you doing?
I'm fine.
I have a question for you, actually, for all the participants. Is going back and seeing all this stuff going on around us. Life can be quite serious. And then with that, we actually get to a point where going through breakthrough, you actually experience that you can actually have fun in life, amidst the chaos going on around there. Do you have the same experience?
Yeah, I'm having a lot of fun. My cousin says to me the other day, how many seasons do you have in one day? Because then I'm summer, winter, and it's music, and it's dancing, and it's laughing. So yeah, I'm having fun. And it's really, I don't know, it's just an amazing experience. I feel really happy all the time. I'm actually worried about that, but I know Andrew said it happens. So yeah, but definitely I want to do more of this, and I want to do all the ones that's there on that list in front of that book. Yeah, but no, really I'm happy. It's that happy feeling. Amazing. So
Great stuff. Thanks.
Fantastic. We're going to open the floor. Anyone else? Any last statements or just ideas or thoughts? Fantastic. Okay, so then what we're going to do is everyone, if you've got a video, turn on all your videos. And then before we shut down the call, we're going to say everyone's going to turn on their microphone and we're going to wave goodbye to everyone. But before we do that, from myself, Igor, from Zania, from Juliet. Juliet is not back in Cape Town. She's down in Durban now. We're all jealous of that. So we're just going to send our love down to everyone and to the team and our supporters, the assistants, the participants, Katrina, to Nico. Oh man, there's this everyone that's on the call, to Corley, to Henko. Everyone's on the call there. Laleen.
Hit it, Francois. Go ahead.
Okay, go.
Just because I want some perspective, I actually want to hear your opinions on which you think would be better. Supporting a breakthrough first and then doing chalice, or doing chalice and then supporting?
Okay, look, if a chalice is up and there's no breakthrough in between, and you feel that you want to push, you want to keep going, then jump in. then jump in. I actually had this conversation with someone literally 2 days ago and another one yesterday. So sometimes the chalice, it just happens to be pretty close to the next break or from your breakthrough. And it is a question, should I jump in to do chalice or should I wait? From a selfish point of view, we would say, cool, just jump in and do it. But I don't come from that perspective. It's a self-assessment. It's a self-assessment. Don't be afraid, though, from this point. So if being afraid is going to keep you out of it, get past that. Only take the time to assimilate and chew on it. If you really feel that there's just so much going on that you just can't take another bite and dig deeper. Chalice is so crucial. In many ways, in a way, I often say to people, sometimes, we talk about price and how much does it cost and all the rest of it. And sometimes people want to just dip their toe in, so they only really want to pay for breakthrough. But I make it sting harder to make sure that you actually experience the whole experience. Because it's Harlequin. It's not just breakthrough on its own and then chalice. It's the things together. So one of my perspectives is, I just say to people, you actually pay for chalice. And you get breakthrough for free. So that you can experience the whole thing. I hear the question you're asking, should you assist on a breakthrough before you do a chalice? The simple answer is it's not necessary. But that's a very simple answer. It's not necessary. I've literally, when we were going through lockdown and COVID, it just so happened on the calendar, we finished a breakthrough on Saturday, and we started the next chalice the following Wednesday.
No, it was actually the Monday.
We started Monday.
Yeah,
we actually started Monday.
Very weird.
And we had 2 people from that breakthrough. They finished and they started chalice on Monday. So they jumped right in. And, it was intense. It was hectic. But the one thing, the feedback that I got from them was, it was exactly what they were looking for. Both of them, they were both women. And they both said that was exactly what they needed. Everything came at the right time. But remember, it was 2 from the breakthrough beforehand, so the whole breakthrough didn't attend. It's very much a self-assessment from one point of view, and from the point of view of, do you feel that you're ready and how deep do you want to go? If the chalice is already upon us and there's no breakthrough between it, well, then jump on. If you feel like you need to chew on some more, give yourself some time, but the way that the chalices are spread out, you don't have many chalices to wait or skip. And then if it happens that there is a breakthrough between the breakthrough and the chalice, support as much as you can. Assist as quick as you can. One of the things and I'm talking about my personal development and my personal mental state, is when I've been around certain things, and even Kresien mentioned the things, I've done a lot of stuff. I've literally, if I had to sum it up, and I tried one day, I've spent well over R1 million on my own personal development over my time. And it's very equatable, and I could probably show you receipts. And what I have found is when you find something that has depth to it, what it means is if you have that idea that you only get 3% the first time and you need to hear something 7 times before you hear it the first time, when I find something that has that gold that I'm looking for, something strikes me, I just know that this is a mine that I need to mine. In other words, I will dig deeper into one thing. I'll immerse myself into it. So assist as much as you can, as often as you can. And do it for very selfish reasons. Do we like your support around here? Absolutely. Assist as much as you can. Come with selfish reasons. Come to take the work to a deeper level. In fact, if you assist, it's just the way it works. You will take it to a different level, and you'll take it to a deeper level, because you'll hear some of the things again. You will hear brand new things again. There are some things which we just don't get to in some breakthroughs, and we get to in other breakthroughs. So it's going to be dynamic. It's not a cookie cutter workshop. It's not a motivational workshop. It's not here's your cookie cutter program and it's just like everyone's going to get the same thing. No, it's very personal. So the answer is very simple. If you feel that you want to keep going and you want to go deeper and chalice is upon you, jump in. Don't wait. If it's just fear keeping you out, jump in. If you feel you've overwhelmed and you feel that you just got so much, not work-wise, you just got so much going on in your head and you just feel that you can't take any more, then give yourself a break. Give yourself some time. And then assist as much as you can. Assist on the breakthrough as often as possible. If there's a breakthrough between the two, be on the next breakthrough, go and assist. And other than that, assist as much as you can. And then, of course, once you've done your chalice, you get to assist the next chalice, which is upon you again. So it just keeps opening the door. So I do hear what you're saying. Personally, this past group, you're pretty much good to go for chalice. You guys did very well through the breakthrough. And it's not a manipulation technique just to say everyone must be on breakthrough. I watch chalice very carefully. And chalice isn't for sissies. It's not let's just jump in and it's going to be la-di-da. For some people, it is like that. But because we've gone to a particular level and now you've got the groundwork so we can push even deeper. As I say, on breakthrough, you learn how to dodge psychological bullets. So it's more like the Neo in the first Matrix. You can dodge the bullets. At the level of chalice, you become bulletproof. And being bulletproof takes work. It takes extra exercise. It takes extra requirement. And at the same time, it takes you to a different depth. So some people are going to get into chalice and think, oh, this is tough. Some people get into chalice and think that this is way easier than breakthrough. Fantastic. For the guests that have been on the call, thank you so much for putting up with things that either made sense or didn't. We didn't get any questions. If you do have any other questions and you want to contact us in the background, give us a shout. Get in contact with us. Speak to the person who got you here. They definitely have our details. And if it was a bit weird, it's like that because you're coming in on the other side of a different conversation. And for those of you who brought guests, thank you so much. And for the rest of you, the assistants and the people that were on the last breakthrough, thank you so much. Go out there, make this stuff work in your life. Make it count. And that's the best. I'll give a side story before we go. Very recently, I started podcasting, and somehow there was a guy in the UK. He reached out to me he had lost touch with the troop. And he's been living in the UK. He's been part of the, let's call it the society for more than 20 years. And this stuff is still in him. And a while back now, he actually logged in from the UK to attend these post courses. And we are literally all over the world. We're peppered all over the show. So, yeah, go out there, make it work. And this thing will keep paying you back. Literally forever, for your entire life. Yeah, thank you from us. So what we want to do is everyone turn on your microphones and give us a good bye-bye and shake your hands and shake the cameras and shake whatever it is. Shake what you got. Yeah, there you go. Cheers. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Bye. Thank you, Leanne. Thank you for popping in. We see you. Yeah, we did. We saw you. We got you. Everyone. Thank you so much. Cheers, guys. We love you so much. Thank you so much. Cheers.
Thanks, everyone.